Commence primary ignition.
Hey there, friends, fans, and collectors. Welcome to another episode of Binary Sunset Review. I am Mike, and today we're taking a look at the elusive Walgreens exclusive Clone Trooper Phase 1 Lieutenant. This is a Black Series figure that's on the 6-inch line, and it is debuting not only the new color scheme for Attack of the Clones, but also the Phase 4 boxing that we're newly introduced to. Now, this figure had a street date for the 18th, but as many of you know, this figure was selling out even before it hit shelves. Stay tuned here, we're going to be doing an in-depth review of this figure from all angles and all sides. Let's get going. From the little bouncing around and research I've done, I found out that at most Walgreens are getting 3, some Walgreens not getting any, and some are just getting 1 figure. So these are out there in the ether, they're hard to find, but they are amazingly cool, and I hope you got yours. This figure briefly appeared for an online order. You could actually order it through the Walgreens app or the website on the 18th. I'm not sure when the link went dead, but you no longer can get them online. You have to find them in stores. I noticed there wasn't a quantity amount, so if you wanted to buy a dozen, you could buy a dozen. Comment below if you noticed exactly when the link went dead online for buying them. I was surprised to see that they were even found online at all, even if it was for a minimal amount of time. This is the first time we're seeing this figure in the 6-inch scale. It was a previous fan favorite from the 30th anniversary selection, where we got a bunch of different colors of the Phase 1 Clone Trooper officers. We really haven't seen a figure in this color scheme or like this for several years. So really cool update. Very, very nice figure. I can't wait to get out of the box. Don't worry if you didn't get yours. They are listed as holiday toys, so there is a good chance that they're going to be restocked, not only before the November holiday season, but also before the December holiday season. Here we have a close-up of the boxing of the Phase 1 Clone Trooper Lieutenant. He's sitting right next to his 375 scale counterpart, and we can see also on the 375 that it was a fan favorite back in 2007 from the 30th year anniversary. It's been over a decade since we had a reprint of this figure, and it has never been realized in 6-inch scale in the Black Series. So very, very neat and exciting to see. When the Black Series debuted, there might have been Entertainment Earth exclusive, I can't remember. There might have been a Clone Trooper officer. I don't think it was a lieutenant, but I'm pretty sure it was the commander, which is the yellow one. But comment below, let me know if you remember. But this is the first time we're definitely seeing him in a long time, and the first time in the Phase 4 packaging. This packaging is new to the Black Series. We have seen other clones that debut this before him. We have a color scheme that goes throughout the movies. This is the color that's going to go with Attack of the Clones. It's a nice dark kind of red, lightsaber red. And as we turn the packaging over to the side, we can see the stylized image on the side that contributes to the future diorama. Really, really cool for looking at the figures and displaying them for future collectors. So this is the first figure in the Attack of the Clones line. We see that from the one down here in the red stripe that goes all around the packaging. We have the flavor text, which is my favorite part, under the Star Wars Black Series logo, and I'll go ahead and read that. The Phase 1 Clone Trooper Lieutenant. Throughout the Clone Wars, clone troopers fought the battle droids of the Separatists across the galaxy. They were loyal to their Jedi generals and the Supreme Chancellor. Amazing new packaging. I'm really digging it. I can't wait to see the other figures that come out with the Attack of the Clones line. We can cross our fingers and hope for all the clones we can get, and maybe some of the fallen Jedi in the Battle of Geonosis. So in the early Black Series figures, we had a top window where you could kind of see down into the figures. This is returned in the Phase 4 packaging. Let me know if you're a fan. I know some people don't enjoy the change, but I kind of like it. All right, let's get this guy to package. So I usually do the unboxing out of camera, but I thought I'd do it on camera this time for you ASMR people, and to demonstrate the new Black Series. So it is a little flimsy once you get the plastic out of it, the packaging. I would recommend for display purposes putting the plastic back into the packaging if you keep the figure in or out. But we have a new, we used to only kind of get the base plastic thing. We get a little cover here now, so it adds a little bit more integrity because the box is a little bit lighter. They tend to have one foot that's up and in, like that's Like, that's the last finger that pressed them in. Whatever machine or person that does this, it's neat. One of the toes is always up. But let's whack him out of here. Like I said, I'd be very gentle. Leave the weapons for a second. Obviously, we have our choking hazard paper. And here he is. First impressions of the figure out of the box are how excited I am to see a clone trooper lieutenant, an officer of the Grand Army of the Republic, realized in the Black Series line. Now, the Clone Wars are some of my favorite time period, especially at the start and the onset of the Battle of Geonosis and the whole conflict. These troopers perfectly represent loyalty to the Republic. The Phase 1 Clone Trooper Lieutenant comes with the standard arsenal for the Galactic Army of the Republic. That is the DC-15A long rifle and the DC-15 carbine. These weapons are painted in the matte black paint scheme that we see with other clone troopers. Unfortunately, we didn't get the gunmetal paint that we sometimes get. Still, they look very, very nice. It is scaled in the 6-inch series to match the trooper and has very nice detailing. We're going to talk some articulation for our Phase 1 Clone Trooper Lieutenant. As with all newer Black Series figures, the joints are a little bit stiff at the start, but I've said it once, I'll say it a million times. This is one of the great joys of having a new figure, is loosening the joints up and getting him moving, because if you are gentle with them, these figures can articulate very, very well, and they really do stand up to the durability of the years. This was a Walgreens exclusive, and even though it does have the new Phase 4 boxing, he is seemingly missing some of the Phase 4 updates to articulation that we've seen in other clone troopers. Namely, we are missing the second joint in the head that allows him to not only turn the head, but move it forward in a different way to add more inflection. We do have the ball and hinge joint, we just don't have the double neck joint, which I am missing. Moving on down, he does have articulation of his arms to be able to bring them up. Because of the pauldrons, he is a little bit restricted in how tall his arms can go, so that is about as high as they can go. They can obviously turn up this way and give us some more articulation. Now, we have two joints in the elbow that make him be able to maneuver around, but still not too much articulation in terms of bringing his arms close to himself, but that has to do with the armored padding in the elbow. He has the Shakira hips there, which go back and forth, which is really nice. He also can move forward and backward on those hips to kind of add some weight to his stance. We have thighs that twist on out so he can turn his legs out and have different battle stance. We also have double joints in the knees and ball and hinge feet. He can really position his ankles around and give him some good balance to the figure. It does seem to be a little nicely more stiff in the joints, which I actually appreciate because it really lets you maintain the durability of the joints better. He's got the blue stripe that denotes him as a lieutenant in the ranking system of the Grand Army of the Republic. This blue around his arms is chipped and weathered. It really looks nice. It doesn't look like he's a shiny right off the line of Camino. He has seen some battle damage and does have some experience to go with this. I weigh the pros and cons also by accessibility, and this figure was very, very hard to get. A pro for this will have to be that in learning about and traveling about all around, I found out that this figure was listed as a holiday figure. This means that as we get closer to the holidays, we should be seeing more restocks and replenishments of this figure in the Walgreens stores around us. Part of the fun is hunting down these exclusives, but we really don't want them to be as elusive and impossible to find if you're out there really, really searching. Thanks for watching another episode of Binary Sunset Review. I've been Mike. Have a great day out there. Stay safe, stay sane, and remember, the Force will be with you, always.